year, got to the quarterfinals year before that, and he's really kicked on the last sort of 12-18 months, Chris Dobey. We were saying he hadn't managed to qualify for the World Match Play or Dublin, but he did that last year. He made an impact in Dublin, eventually losing out to the world #1 Michael van Gerwen in the semi-final, but scalps of Gary Anderson and Ian White en route. So coming of age, Chris Dobey, and after last night, room with confidence, Stu.
Yeah, just in case you don't know the stats, beating Ratajski Dobey 10-9, 91 on the bull, and the bull shot was you know, a once-in-a-lifetime shot. It was an unbelievable dart at the bull. Ratajski mismatched darts, both averaged 105. Dobey hit 11 180s, and 10 out of the 19 legs were won in 13 darts or less. That's how good it is, and if Dobey gets in the mood and in the groove, it'll be very difficult to stop, and this is pretty good for starters.
It was impressive, but Simon Whitlock also impressive last night, defeating Jeffrey de Swan.
Yeah, good win, 10-7.
Yeah, and it's, well, people would have anti-Jeffrey de Swan there, but Simon Whitlock, a great victory, starting the opening leg well.
Yeah, no finish for Whitlock. Dobey's given himself an opportunity for sure.
65.
Start at the bottom of the board here, Chris Dobey. This is for a opening leg break. Treble 20 for the bullseye now. We saw this bullseye last night from Chris Dobey, and we quite saw it this time, but already a little bit of pressure on Simon Whitlock.
For double 12.
85.
So a chance here for Dobey
to
break in the opening leg of the match, despite a Whitlock 180. Have to move, yep. It's awkward for him. Nothing's awkward for Chris Dobey, it seems, at the moment. That was a really good leg. 14 dart breaker throw.
Chris Dobey picking up where he left off last night. These two haven't played each other though since 2016.
97.
One win apiece, the last one coming in a Pro Tour final.
One of those anomalies, isn't it? I mean, because they played so often, you know, virtually every weekend during the year for two players of this calibre in the top echelons of world darts. Not to have played each other in 3.5 years is some going. Especially this big TV clash as well.
Yeah, and especially like you said, Stu, they're frequently in the TV events, the European tours, on the Pro Tour. They rarely miss events. So for them not to play each other since 2016 is a strange one, but they know each other's game despite not playing each other. With no surprises for either player.
Well, you know them both very, very well. Will they enjoy the duel playing against each other, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And in Australia, there are similarities. They're both really dedicated. They put loads of time on the practice board. Simon Whitlock massively believes in his ability, even when he's had the setbacks. You see Chris Dobey having a chance at 10+ finish again.
83.
A little bit away this time, but yeah, Simon Whitlock always believes he slipped down the ranks a little bit, but he thinks he can come back. Never lose that self-confidence. And Chris Dobey at the minute is room with confidence.
Chris, you require 41.
To double his lead.
Game shot, the second leg. Chris Dobey. Third leg, Simon to throw first.
Yeah, I mean, Simon Whitlock is one of those players who you can just stand back and admire, really, because he's had his trials and his tribulations and his troubles, and he dropped down the rankings, and it looked like his career was on a real slide, but by sheer hard work and determination, he found a way back, didn't he? Clawed his way back into the top 16 in the world, and you know, it's tough out there. He's 51 years of age, Simon Whitlock now, but you know, he knows how difficult it is. The last time he actually reached a quarter-final of any darts event, competitive darts event, was way back last August in the World Series in Melbourne and Brisbane. So that's how difficult it is to succeed week in, week out.
Yeah, it is. And Simon Whitlock, who's done wonders for the sport in Australia, and he's still competing at the highest level. Like you said, he's really dedicated. He tweaks his darts, his points, flights. He's always trying different things, and at 51 years of age, he's still got the hunger to try and get back to the top. He's made a good start to this match. His average creeping up to 104.
First 180, he left 162. This 180, he's left 165, but there shouldn't be too many troubles, unless Dobey can find a maximum here, maybe.
Do you like Chris Dobey's action? There's not a lot that can go wrong with that. Just simple. Chris Dobey's impressive in the World Championships. Simon Whitlock here gets his first leg of the board. So that's 3 legs played, and we've got 3 14 dart legs.
Well, just to let you know what's going on over on board 2, I mean, we could be in for another big upset. William O'Connor leads Daryl Gurney 7-1. 7 legs to 1, O'Connor in front against Daryl Gurney. Gurney got out of jail in his opening match as well, but just have a double check on what's going on around the board. Joe Cullen was 6-0 down to Johnny Clayton, so he's got 3 legs back. Jamie Hughes in front as well against Martin Atkins, who of course got the bye into this 5th round.
Yeah, the well-rested Martin Atkins.
Absolutely. Gurney's got 1 back, 7-2, but we remember O'Connor was 7-0 up against Dave Chisnall, and Chizzy missed a dart to force a deciding leg, so never over till it's over, but Gurney has it all to do. Great standard here, 100 average Dobey, 102 average for Whitlock.
Yeah, started the game well. Chris Dobey does have the advantage of that early break. That's okay. Forcing Simon Whitlock really to hit 1040 here now. Yeah, no pressure applied. So Chris Dobey has the luxury of 6 darts to get rid of 111. The treble 18 and treble 14. 51. Should get 2 darts to restore the 2-leg lead.
Just thinking then, when the first treble went in for Whitlock, if he would have gone for the 180 and left double 2. That's what Simon Whitlock does, but could all be academic. Double 10. Now then, yeah, chance for Whitlock. 2 missed darts from Dobey for 3-1.
If he doesn't hit the treble 20 first, he may see tops come into play. Well, he has done. So tops for Simon Whitlock to level up. Seeing Chris Dobey miss this double 10. Well, Simon converts. A big roar of emotion. Big leg early in this match. Simon Whitlock gets his level. And back on throw.
So Dobey had 2 darts to go 3-1 up, and we are back on throw. Simon Whitlock is playing very, very well. 3 180s in the opening 5 legs for the Aussie.
Chris Dobey's best run of the year. He's had a last 8 finalist in the Players' Championship in Wigan. Didn't actually play the last 2 Players' Championship. Went off to Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder with his friends. He said he really enjoyed it, needed the break. Certainly not done him any harm, Stu.
Absolutely. A few days in Las Vegas.
140.
Both around the 100 mark, and quality really is. If this is first.
180.
Forced the error and the opportunity for Chris Dobey, so to head into the first break.
Chris should require 41.
The 3-2 lead.
Yeah, chance to hit straight back as well, isn't it? Clinical on the double this time. That's a brilliant response from Dobey. 11 dart leg from Chris Dobey to go ahead again. Really good start to day 2 of the UK Open here in Minehead. Dobey with the edge, and we'll be back very soon. Welcome back to the UK Open here in Minehead. The first man through to the 6th round. There he is, Johnny Clayton, convincing win over Joe Cullen. And the pair of them are actually sharing a chalet this weekend here at Butlins in Minehead. So I think possibly the takeaway will be on Johnny Clayton later, but 102 average as well. 10-4. He was 6-0 up as well, Clayton.
I think it's the first time he's actually beaten Joe. What a way to do it.
Game on!
And he will be number 1 in the draw later on, Johnny Clayton. He's reached a final on this stage as well, hasn't he?
How's the Players' Championship? Shout out to Michael van Gerwen.
57.
One of the good guys at darts, isn't he, Johnny Clayton? No one has a bad word to say about him, and it'd be good to see him succeed. But yeah, he was brilliant in beating Scott Waits
57
on Friday night here, and he just carried that form on against Joe Cullen. There'll be a bit of banter for the rest of the weekend, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, without doubt. But yeah, good performance from Johnny. He's been struggling a bit of late. I've been playing well on the Pro Tour. He lost early doors. He's lost his seeding on the European Tour now. So he's back in the qualifiers. So a bit of a confidence boost for him, and he's still got plenty more to give in this competition. And he's played first one. He can put his feet up for a while now. Stuart rest, ready for the last 16 tonight.
100.
Dobey averaging just shy of 100. Whitlock around the 96 mark, but it's been a really good standard to kick off day 2. Of course, by the end of the day, there will be 8 men left standing in with a chance of winning a TV major
60
and £100,000 here on Sunday night.
Seen how it can change careers. Nathan Aspinall unfortunately lost out in an epic encounter with Michael van Gerwen, but he was the champion last year. He went on to win the US Masters in the top 6 in the world.
I mean, it can literally change careers, you know. And Aspinall is the perfect example after reaching a World Championship semi-final, winning in Minehead, winning in America, the US Masters. As Chris Dobey extends his lead to 4-2 now. Some news from board 2. Daryl Gurney is trying to claw his way back into it. He was 7-1 down. It's now 7-4 that Gurney trails William O'Connor.
Credit Daryl.
78.
He's having to battle at the minute. He battled in the Premier League on Thursday. Face match darts, and he's not going away against William O'Connor. Chris Dobey incidentally will be challenging Daryl Gurney as a challenge in the Premier League in Newcastle in a few weeks' time.
1 minute
2 weeks' time. Premier League goes to Liverpool next week and Newcastle the week after, so a big chance for Dobey to shine once more. He's a good player. He's good to watch as well.
Yeah, he's easy on the eye. Like I said, he's got nice action. He's good for the game. He's youngsters worked his way through, and he's just improved every year, and he's ready to make that next step now. He was unlucky at the World Championships, eventually losing out to Glenn Durham, but he survived match start against Ron Mullenkamp, and then he came through that encounter with Fallon Sherrock on the afternoon session where the crowd were really on Chris's back, and he dealt with it. He's maturing as a dart player.
Yeah, last 16, last 2 years at the World
136.
Championship. So yeah, he definitely has something to shout about. He might have something more to shout about here.
120. Simon,
Double breaker throw. Biggest shot of the match so far, you'd have to say, for Simon Whitlock to stay in touch. One straight up, needs another one.
That makes it difficult.
Yeah, you can see the expression there. I think you can lip read Simon. Wow, he knows. He's blocked it. Yeah, it was always going to be awkward.
I mean, he felt comfortable going for tops, but I don't understand that, because always the possibility of blocking the bed, and that's what happened. And Dobey does break again. He leads now by 5 legs to 2, and that's 3 consecutive legs now for the young man from the northeast. But good view on Whitlock's double on 80.
Well, I agree with you, Stewie. We've seen him take out 100 where he used the treble 20 and just missed the tops, went to the 10s. He's at least start on the treble, I'd say, because you can then go 20 tops if you hit a 20. But his first one was so high, and the next one just made it really hard at the last down. As it proved, he pulled it into the 5, and it was such an important shot as well, because it was to hold throw and stay in touch. Chris Dobey has put some clear daylight between the players now, and he's dominating this leg, starting to dominate the match. Since the break as well, Simon Whitlock's average has come to below 90 now. Chris Dobey still up just below 100.
59.
Well, Darryl Gurney survived match darts in winning a deciding leg against Keegan Brown in the 4th round on Friday night. He was 7-1 down against William O'Connor.
28.
And it's now 7-6. Gurney fighting back brilliantly.
He did say, Stu, O'Connor led, was it 7-0 against Dave Chisnell, let him back in, so a bit of complacency creeping into William O'Connor's game. Got the job done yesterday, and he's still got a slight advantage.
43.
Chris has made a real mess of this in the last 6 darts.
He's under a bit of pressure now.
62. Which would require 99.
Dobey now starting at the bottom of the board. Tops. No, it's poor from Chris Dobey for the last 9 darts. He tidied up well there, but it's offered Simon a glimmer of hope in a leg that Simon was well out of.
The 162, and he deserves a dart and a double. And he's going to get 1 dart and a double.
74.
Well, that's unfortunate for the Aussie.
Require 32.
Unfortunate for Simon Whitlock. Will it be fortune favouring Chris Dobey?
24. Simon,
opportunity missed for Chris Dobey. He was
a complete mess of this leg, hasn't
complete control. Around about the 170 mark, he's had 12 darts and managed to get rid. And Simon Whitlock let off the hook, but caused one of those breaks to throw back. And how important could that leg be? 20 dart break from Simon Whitlock, but it's a breaker throw nevertheless.
That should have been 6-2. It really should, and Simon Whitlock will be galvanised by that, because he knows he got away with one there. As you say, Chris Dobey's last 9 darts, maybe even 12 darts, cost him.
And it's Chris Dobey's just got to try and forget about that, but it's difficult in a leg that was so comfortable.
84.
After 9 darts thrown, he was down on 170. Simon Whitlock was on 384.
61.
courtesy of that last leg. Chris Dobey's average dropping above 93. Real let off Simon Whitlock.
Got to refocus, hasn't he, Dobey? Yeah, I'll have to switch. That'll do nicely.
A real good switch, and you've seen that the look on his face. He knew after that second dart. He was hanging by a thread, and back comes Simon Whitlock. Good response from the Australian.
Good game to get us underway. Saturday at the UK Open.
60. Simon, you require 60.
Simon
Able to think it's the 7th year that we're here in Minehead for this tournament. Whitlock.
50.
Whitlock's turn to blink.
Chris, you require 80.
Chance now for Dobey to restore the 3-leg lead, and he's going to get 2 darts to do so. It's a good guide. He's got to use that marker, and he does. And he had a roar from Chris Dobey.
Well, he knows how important that is, and so does Simon Whitlock. Rolls the reverse. Dobey throwing away the 8th leg, pinched by the Aussie, and Whitlock chucking that one away and stolen by Dobey. So 6-3 it is.
48.
Too much adrenaline, maybe.
Yeah, Chris Dobey rights the wrong of the previous leg, but starting off sloppily here.
60.
Big leg now for Simon Whitlock. You feel it's a must-win, really, just to keep himself in touch, because Chris Dobey is the better player. Simon Whitlock's average since coming out of the intervals been below 90 pretty much all the way.
Well, incredible news coming in from board 2, where William O'Connor led Daryl Gurney 7-1. Daryl Gurney now leads William O'Connor 8-7. Astonishing.
Treble for Simon.
100.
Slight advantage for Simon Whitlock, but it's Chris Dobey. Now coming down the board. Just going to stay down. Good thinking from Chris Dobey to leave the 170. But it's in this sort of position where he made a mess of the 8th leg. Good setup from Chris Dobey, forcing Simon Whitlock to have to take the 147 out, and the chances there. 54. Just the wrong side the wire.
93.
Well, to take a firm grip of this match.
Chris
Dobey is playing extremely well, and we thought Simon Whitlock may well have his hands full in this 5th round clash at the UK Open, and so it proved to be. Dobey, as it stands, 3 legs away from the last 16. He leads Simon Whitlock by 7 legs to 3.
Game on!
Welcome back. Saturday at the UK Open. It's turning into an absolutely brilliant tournament. And look at this, Daryl Gurney was 7-1 down against William O'Connor, 7-1 behind, and he's now gone ahead. He leads 9-8, drama over on board 2, and we'll keep you bang up to date with that. William O'Connor with it all to do. O'Connor was 7-0 up against Dave Chisnall and just gone over the line. I can also tell you on the outside boards, Jamie Hughes is 1 away from the last 16, the man from the West Midlands, 9-7 up from against Wigan's Martin Atkins. But that's incredible. We'll have more news coming in from board 2 very shortly. I think William O'Connor's just taken out a ton plus finish to force a deciding leg. Whitlock kicking off the final session with a 180. Gurney and O'Connor go to a deciding leg. It's all happening.
Yeah, Daryl Gurney certainly giving the crowd on the outside boards their money's worth. He used 19 legs yesterday and he's gone to a decider again today.
And Simon Whitlock is on a 9-darter. We haven't seen one at the UK Open since 2016 when Michael van Gerwen managed it. Look at this from Whitlock. Go on the Aussie. And another. Oh dear. 7 perfect darts, and do you know what? When that second dart left his hand, I'm sure he believed it was going in the treble 18.
Round of applause, bit of respect there from Chris Dobey. Simon Whitlock, you see the disappointment. I think he wanted that 9-darter just to spark himself into life as well.
Just to keep you posted on that board 2 thriller in the deciding leg. Against the darts, William O'Connor has started 180-140. Here's Simon Whitlock with a brilliant 11-dart clean-up, and he needed that. That's a fantastic response out of the break from Whitlock.
Good opening leg from Simon, but he's got to make his move on the Chris Dobey throw. Chris Dobey has the luxury of those 2 breaks, which gives him the 3-leg cushion.
57.
Without doubt one of my favourite tournaments, the UK Open. It just throws up so many stories over 3 packed days, but it's always great entertainment.
The unpredictability of it as well, Stu. The players,
spot on.
Whoever becomes victorious, is you don't know who you're playing, whereas generally all the other tournaments you can map your way through the draw, the seeding bracket. You just get your game won and wait for the draw.
Magnificent.
71.
I think Daryl Gurney had just missed 1 match dart on board 2 against William O'Connor. O'Connor's on top for the match now. Here, Dobey's on 132. O'Connor has missed 3 match darts to win in the decider against Daryl Gurney. Really exciting stuff. Dobey now just looking to leave this handy.
34.
We've seen some poor visits from Chris Dobey, haven't we? But Whitlock still chasing young Dobey.
He's in control, Chris Dobey, though, and all he knows, 3 holds a throw. He's into the last 16. And there's one of them. 15-dart leg, very comfortable for Chris Dobey.
Well, the big news coming in from board 2 is that William O'Connor has missed match darts, 3 match darts at tops, and Daryl Gurney has won. Well, you just seem to think, you wonder whether Gurney's name's on the trophy. He came back from a parlous situation to beat Keegan Brown 10-9, having survived 3 match darts. And he's come back from 7-1 down to beat William O'Connor 10-9. Of course, won the Players' Championship on this stage in 2017 when he beat Michael van Gerwen. And when something like that happens with back-to-back 10-9 wins, you kind of think, well, I've got a free pass here, a free go at this.
Yeah, in 2018, I remember watching Daryl in the second round as well, surviving match darts against Ryan Searle, so it could be a good omen for Daryl Gurney going forward. But he's certainly doing it the hard way.
William O'Connor will be kicking himself
57.
all the way back to Ireland.
Well-earned rest for Daryl now until tonight. Played 38 legs of darts in the last 12 hours or so.
105. Chris
Dobey now 164, and he takes this as good as match darts. He's not happy with that. That looks loose, but he's got to stay there.
A good effort. There was no option. It was treble 19 or out.
36.
Big moments for Simon Whitlock, and what was the risk if you go to 25 with hitting the ball? Oh, that's a good dart. Got to go, Simon Whitlock, and it doesn't. And Chris Dobey now has 3 darts at double 14 to go within 1 of the last 16. And he converts. Real accomplished performance from Chris Dobey. And now gets the chance to throw for the match. He's been solid throughout though, hasn't he, Stu? He's He let Simon in early on in the match, but he had that sloppy leg in the 8th leg. But Chris Dobey looked really solid throughout, and just not quite the standard of yesterday against Krzysztof Ratajski, but a real good performance from Hollywood.
77.
Another result coming in. Jamie Hughes, a 10-7 winner over Martin Atkins. He's through to the last 16. The draw for the last 16 will be on the main stage after the last game of the afternoon, and what a game that will be. Michael Smith taking on Rob Cross, and Mark Webster will be involved in that draw.
134.
You love the excitement of the draws, don't you? I think it's fantastic.
I do like the draw, and I mean, it was when I competed in the event, it's kind of nerve-wracking as well, because you'd be staying on site, and you obviously wait for your draw, then you're quickly wrestling around waiting for your schedule. You could have been first, you could have been fourth. It adds to the excitement, the unpredictability of the open draw, and the quick turnaround with the schedule keeps the players on the toes.
125. Simon required.
Whitlock not going away quietly for sure.
He's got to take it one leg at a time. He knows it's a big ask to win 6 legs on the spin against Chris Dobey. Going to get a match start at the ball. We've seen him block the bullseye, well, unless he hits the treble. We've seen him block the bullseye last night to beat Krzysztof Ratajski, and he converted. Can he do it again? Not on this occasion.
I'm not sure why I didn't go for the treble 18 there. It's a sort of a 50-50 shout, isn't it? But it's a bigger target.
I'm on the basis that he's leading 9-4, 9-5 now, but still work for Simon Whitlock to do.
15th leg, Simon and throw first. Game on.
Simon Whitlock coming from 9-3 down against Jamie Caven in the European Championships in 2013.
Semi-final.
He was in his latter stage, wasn't it?
I think he was a semi-final.
He was the defending champion at the time as well. In a similar scenario here for Simon Whitlock.
134.
They've both played their part for sure. It's been a really good start to day 2.
90.
Michael van Gerwen coming next. Jason Lowe, what an opportunity for Lowe on the big stage against the world number 1. Chris Dobey in no mood to be delayed any further.
We saw in this round in 2016 when a relatively unknown Rob Cross pushed Michael van Gerwen all the way. And we all know what Rob Cross went on to do.
Brilliant leg of darts from Chris Dobey. Sensational.
71.
He's left 16 after 9th against the darts. So, for the match, can he finish it with a 10-darter? Brilliant. What a leg of darts from Chris Dobey. What a performance from Chris Dobey, averaging nearly 99. And Dobey will be a danger over this weekend. Make no mistake about that. After his brilliant win over Krzysztof Ratajski, Dobey has followed it up with a superb performance to beat Simon Whitlock. Michael van Gerwen coming up next here in Minehead, but confirming Chris Dobey into the last 16, a 10-5 winner over Simon Whitlock.